Yeah, I think that line, the be the change you want to see in the world, is something that's really important. I was wondering what top three things you want to do to improve our communities.
Yeah, that's a good question. Top three things I want to see to improve our communities. I think just broadly, one, two, and three is we need to invest in where we want to make change. So, what does that mean? Does it invest in more security, more military? Does it mean investing in police? Or does it mean investing in mental health and healthcare and uh, the very vital services like housing and food stability? That having worked in government, even just being an individual, when we go to budget our own finances, we put our money where our mouth is, where our values are. So one of the things that representatives do, you see them on TV a lot, Congress people on TV, you hear about these big scary bills that are very bad, like getting rid of DEI in college and high schools and anti-trans bills and stuff. Yeah, we're there fighting all that stuff. But really, where the rubber meets the road is in our budgets. The state of Ohio has a $110 billion budget. A lot of that is Medicaid pass-through dollars. And we spend the vast majority of our time fighting for those services and fighting for our fair school funding formula to make sure that our schools are running. So for right now, top of mind for me, you have Medicaid because you have cuts coming from the federal government. And our job as state legislators is to protect folks and make sure these cuts don't impact as many people as we possibly can. And funding our public schools, which again is part of what the state does, a lot of what the state does. And then trying to move the ball forward on things like Medicare for All. We'll be introducing our Medicare for All bill here in April, which I'm excited about. It'll be a joint sponsor of Representative Grimm. And just kind of setting that tone, setting the value. Here's where we need to be. We know that we're not going to get there this year, but we know that if we keep putting this forward, at some point, they didn't think it was possible in Canada when that was one of the first countries that actually adopted a universal healthcare system until a province did it. And then the province, it worked and they expanded to the rest of the country. So it can be done. We just need to keep pushing that direction. So, yeah, one, two, three is just budgeting our priorities and budgeting our values. Budgets are moral documents. So we have to really live up to that.